Hello, guys. Today I am going to discuss a very important play which is called Six Character in Search of an Author by Luigi Pirandello. So, the first slide is basically based on content, and the content consists of Luigi Pirandello introduction, key points about Pirandello. The play consists of three acts, and the characters, themes, and the book review from my side. So the first is the Luigi Pirandello introduction. Luigi Pirandello was an Italian playwright, novelist, and short story writer, widely regarded as one of the most influential figures in modern theatre and literature. His works are known for their exploration of themes such as the fluidity of identity, the nature of reality, and the conflict between illusion and truth. Pirandello's writing often reflects existential concerns, with characters questioning their own existence and the construct of society. The, the next slide is basically about the key points about Pirandello. The first thing is the innovator in theatre. Pirandello is best known for his pioneering work in dramatic literature, especially for breaking the traditional boundaries between actors and audience and between fiction and reality. His most famous play, Six Character in Search of an Author, exemplifies his innovative approach by blending reality with theoretical illusion, causing audiences to question the very nature of storytelling. Now I'm going to discuss about the summaries of the play. The Act 1 summary is: the act begins with the theatre company in the middle of rehearsing a play. The director is organizing the rehearsal while the actors are preparing for their roles. Suddenly, six mysterious characters, a family consisting of the father, mother, stepdaughter, son, boy, and little girl, enter the stage. They claim they are unfinished creations left by their author and are in search of someone to complete their story. The director and the actors are confused by their arrival, but the father insists that they have a tragic story that needs to be told. The characters begin to explain bits of their backstory, the father and mother's estranged relationship, the stepdaughter's bitter resentment towards the father, and the painful circumstances surrounding the family. The father in particular dominates the conversation, arguing that the characters are real because their emotional experiences are real, even though they exist within a fictional story. By the end of Act 1, the director, though skeptical, becomes intrigued by the idea of bringing their story to life on stage. The Act 2 starts with the director agree to stage the story of the six characters. The father and stepdaughter begin to reenact a crucial moment of their tragic tale, starting with the encounter at Madame P's dress shop, which was actually a front for a brothel. The stepdaughter had been working there after the mother's financial struggles forced her into difficult circumstances. The stepdaughter recounts how she was brought to the brothel and how the father, unaware of her identity at first, had come here seeking her services. The revelation of their near incestuous encounter shocks everyone. The father tries to justify his actions, expressing guilt but also insisting that it was fate that brought him to that moment. The stepdaughter, filled with rage, accuses the father of ruining her life, which creates intense tension between the two. At this point, Madame Pease, the brothel owner, appears on stage as if summoned by the character's storytelling. Adding to the traumatic confrontation, the director and actors attempt to recreate the scene for the stage, but the efforts are interrupted by the characters who argue that the actors cannot properly convey their emotions or their pain. Throughout the act, the contrast between the characters' lived experiences and the actors' attempt to stage them becomes more pronounced. The characters claim their reality is too raw and emotional to be accurately portrayed by actors, emphasizing the central theme of the tension between life and art. The act ends with the characters continuing to insist on the authenticity of their story while the director struggles to direct it on stage. Act 3 is basically starts, the tension escalates as the characters continue to reveal their tragic story. The father and mother share the painful details of their past, highlighting the emotional turmoil and betrayal that have plunged their family. The mother recounts her feelings of abandonment and the complex relationship within the family, emphasizing the pain caused by their choices. As the characters delve deeper into the narrative, they begin to act out the climax of their story. The stepdaughter expresses her resentment and anger towards the father for his actions and the impact that they have had on her life. The atmosphere becomes increasingly charged and as unresolved conflict surface, revealing the depth of their emotional scars. The director, caught between the character's reality and the performance, struggles to maintain control. The character insists that their story is more than just a performance, it is their lived experiences. They argue that their emotions cannot be adequately conveyed by actors, highlighting the theme of authenticity versus representation. As the act progresses, the boundaries between reality and fiction blur further. The characters demand recognition and validation for their existence, emphasizing their need for their story to be completed. The director, overwhelmed by the intensity of the moment, ultimately gives into the characters' insistence, struggling that their narrative should take a precedence over the scripted play. The act concludes with a sense of unresolved tension as the characters grapple with their pain and the actors and director confront the challenge of conveying such profound emotions. The audience is left to ponder the nature of existence and the complexity of storytelling, marking a powerful culmination of the play's themes. The next slide is basically based on the characters. Here are the main characters from Luigi Pirandello's six character in search of an author. The first character is the father, a middle-aged man who is the head of the family. He is emotionally troubled and grapples with feelings of guilt and despair over the family situation. He seeks to assert control over the narrative of their lives. The second character is the mother, a beautiful and a tragic figure who is deeply affected by the family's past. She often displays emotional vulnerability and longing, representing the theme of lost love and betrayal. The third character is the son, a young boy who embodies innocence and in caught in the turmoil of the family's dysfunctional relationship. He often represents the impact of the family struggles on the younger generation. The fourth character is the stepdaughter, a character who adds complexity to the family dynamics. Her presence introduces themes of jealousy and rivalry, reflecting the fractures within the family. Madame Pace is a pivotal character in Luigi Pirandello's sixth character in search of an author. She is the owner of a brothel and serves as a significant figure in the backstory of the six characters, particularly in the narrative involving the stepdaughter. The director is the next character, the head of the acting troupe who tries to control the situation as the characters demands to have their story told. He represents the theatrical world and the struggle between creators and the creations. The fourth character is the actors. They represent the conventional world of theater, often reacting with confusion and skepticism to the characters' claims. They embody the tension between reality and performance. These characters together create a rich exploration of themes such as reality, existence, and the nature of storytelling, driving the play's central conflict and philosophical questions. The next slide is about the major themes. The first theme is the reality versus illusion. The play blurs the line between reality and fiction, prompting both the characters and the audience to question what is real. This theme explores how different perceptions of truth can coexist. The second is the identity and self. Characters struggles with their identities and how they are perceived by others. The play examines the fluid nature of identity and how it can be shaped by external circumstances and internal conflicts. The third is the search for meaning. The character's quest for recognition and understanding underscores the universal human desire for purpose and meaning in life. This struggle highlights the often chaotic nature of existence. The last one is the isolation and loneliness. Many characters experience a profound sense of isolation both from each other and from the world. This theme emphasizes the difficulty of genuine connection and understanding among individuals. The last thing of this video is to provide my review about this book. So I think this play is very, very intense, profound, and very interesting at the same time. The characters' speeches are very, very insightful. I mean, especially the speeches of the father. He is an intellectual person. I find him very intellectual, because the way when I was reading the play, I was truly admiring his character, like his speeches. Some of them I remember, in which there is a speech. He said nature uses the instrument of human fantasy in order to pursue her high creative purpose. The second one is, it is merely to show you that one is born to life in many forms, in many shapes, as tree or as a stone, as water, as butterfly, or as a woman. So one also be born a character. Like in this speech, the father is saying that we are a part of nature and the characters are also the part of nature. I mean, it's my subjectivity. You can perceive it many other ways. He cannot die. The man, the writer, the instrument of the creation will die, but his creation doesn't die and to live forever. It doesn't need to have extraordinary. The last one is, it is in us. The drama is in us, and we are the drama. We are impatient to play it. These are the profound and very insightful speeches from the father. And the one question which came into my mind when I was reading this play, that who is more real? I mean, whether it's the characters or the actors, which one is more real? And the after thinking a little, I got the answer by myself, that the difference between actors and characters lies in the nature of reality. Actors' reality is constantly changing, adapting to the demands of the drama and its script. A character's reality remains constant. As father said, we are more real than you, to the manager. For example, as in the play, the stepdaughter starts laughing on the leading lady. I don't see myself in this lady, the stepdaughter said to her. So, this is my review of the play, and do do subscribe my channel, and thank you so much for watching my video. And if you like the video, then please do subscribe my channel, and also suggest me in the comment section that which plays or books videos you want to watch, so I can make sure that I will make a video on them as well. Thank you so much.